Good morning, Twitch. Good morning, Twitch. Good morning, Twitch. Good morning on this 03.15.2024. Current time 0555. And that number is a significant number because we're remembering our fellow firefighters that have passed and are no longer with us, but we remember them. Shall never forget them. As far as that's a significant number, 555, as far as that goes, and it comes up every once in a while there, as far as that goes. Good morning, Rich Roberts, Fireman Rich here on the Twitch, and you can follow me over there on X at Fireman Rich, Blue Skies at Fireman Rich, True Social at Fireman Rich, Instagram threads at Fireman Rich, and the main or the public Facebook, The Real Fireman Rich. And we're off and running this morning on this Friday. Thank God it's Friday for a hashtag positive start to the day and hashtag PSTTD. And that's what it's all about when we get this show started. Starting off on that right foot, the positive start to the day. Because if the shit hits the fan later in the day, you got something to absorb it. You build up that barrier of positivity that it's sort of like the vitamin C of the morning. When you take a lot of the vitamin C, you should take vitamin C because when you get a cold, it gnaws at the vitamin C instead of at yourself. So I've been told, okay? We do have the morning coffee, and the first two sips here, oh my God, it's good. It's good. And I say that because I was up sort of late last night. I took a nap yesterday afternoon, and I wasn't expecting to stay up late, but I came to the computer desk after watching our shows. And I watched All About Todd, I guess, is after Ghost on CBS last night. Those Thursday night viewing is Sheldon, Ghost, and then it's the show All About Todd, the mother and the son. That Todd is the son that's a private detective, and his mother's a high-end lawyer and stuff. It's a very good show. It's a good show. Thursday night has CBS has a good Thursday night lineup, but then I come to the computer desk and I get ready to shut it down. I get a ding, and I'm like, it's our good friend Ted Hicks. Ted Hicks had me up late last night, and thank God I had a nap yesterday afternoon. But Ted Hicks was on last night, our very good friend and fellow broadcaster there down in Long Island, fellow New Yorker too. Ted Hicks, there he is over on X at Real Ted Hicks. He's one of the good guys, folks. He is one of the good guys, and down there in Long Island. And there's his tag on X, Late Night Parent. And we're on there last night. Got an invitation, so I hadn't seen Ted in a while. I know he's been busy. He's been busy with work and life in general and stuff like that. And it's just like, wow, And the other individual that I never turned down an invitation, Tony D, was on there last night along with Brian from Texas. Brian's not on X. He's on Snapchat, so I'm not sure where he's at. And then what was good is the fact that there's also another individual down there in New York City, JoJo, Mr. B. We wish him well, and we're talking about him. As far as I haven't seen him, I seen him on. He's out. God, what's his? I can't think. I gotta get a card for JoJo. He does the MMA. I don't watch MMA, but when he's on Ted Hicks's broadcast there, Late Night Parent. He's been on Tony's broadcast too, Belt Kings, Fantasy Belt Kings. Hey Jack, I'm gonna have to take here. I'm gonna have to pause here for a moment, but just to finish up, he would talk about MMA, and oh my God, it's I don't need to watch it when I listen to JoJo's commentary. So all culminating last night there, being on the Late Night Parent broadcast. And what I'm going to do, folks, is Jack just came out here. I got to take him out to the kitty box because there's other cats that are preventing him from getting out there. So I'm like his bodyguard. So we're going to take a real quick break. And I apologize. It's just starting here. I will be right back as far as that goes. So hang in there for just a few minutes, folks. Okay, we're back. We're back, and ads are going to start in a minute. Oh, I thought they were finishing. Oh, they're going to start in a minute. Okay, so we'll continue on through here. Ads will start in a minute, and our broadcast is doing good. Yesterday, I'll talk about the broadcasting. I did some broadcasting yesterday. We'll be talking about that, but we're in the green. Where yesterday broadcast is there, but it said it was unstable and stuff like that. But we're going to have ads start here in about 30 seconds. And so I've been doing a lot of broadcasting here the last couple of days, and I think I'm going to keep it on that one. And such that it's fun. And it was fun being on Ted Hicks's, just to continue with Ted Hicks's broadcast. We had some good discussions during his broadcast. There's a good selection of it's just like on Tony D's broadcast. I appreciate, and I'm very thankful that I'm able to be invited up on the platform on Ted's Ted Hicks's broadcast, and Tony D when he does Bell Kings fantasy football. And you know, it's always fun hanging out with those guys online. And we got into some deep discussions, and you have to have someone. It's very nice, because I live in a rural area. Oh, we got the commercials going on now. So what's this one? This one is, what's that commercial? Guy walking around. There's a girl. Is this a dating app? Okay, she's a cheerleader. He's on his computer. Where's this commercial going? What is this commercial? Oh, vapes. Yeah, vaping is bad. How did I get that commercial? Okay, here's the other one. We're in a truck or a car. Oh, this is a Hyundai. They always look. The car always looks bigger inside. You know. And there's the other one. Those cars aren't that big. Oh, we got somebody on the zip line. We got the car sales going on right now. So Hyundai, that's a. I've been looking for a new car, so I don't know why these are coming up here. Hyundai. So there I am looking at the zip line. Okay, so ads are ending here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey Tina, good morning. Our Jersey girl is here. Good morning. Raising my coffee cup, and ads on. Yeah, I got the ads. Ads are, they're just finishing, so they should be just finishing. And course, there's always a delay. So it's always good because I live in a rural area. I'm not okay. So you're getting the coffee, good, and it's good to talk because some of the discussions I have on yeah, I don't have those type of discussions, so that's why I'm very thankful for this platform. It keeps me connected to what's going on and associated with some really great people, and I mean that from the heart. Tony D and Ted Hicks, they're the tops as far as I'm concerned. They're great broadcasters, and I say that very sincerely and stuff like that because I know I've said so. I've mentioned that, oh, this person's a great, not a great, say they're a great broadcaster and they end up being a bonehead and stuff. So, we just had some very good discussions, and I really cherish those type of discussions because I used to have those type of discussions a lot when I was in the service. Not necessarily so in when I was working in the civilian sector, primarily because you have to be careful what you say, and just like being on this internet and stuff like that, and you have to be cautious. And caution is, sometimes it's good not to say, especially when it's always negative. And I used to be like that, I guess. I try, I have my moments, but I used to be. I look back and I said, man, what? No wonder. How come I never picked up the vibe that I was a real shit talking about things, and the views I had and my views now are change for the better because that's the world we live in, I guess, as far as that certain things. And certain things I have my core beliefs, and that's primarily that this country is great, always will be great, and the people that shit on it and say, oh, it's not that great and all that, that's because you live in this country. You're able to say that. Go to another country and try and say that, and you end up in the gulag. My father used to say, you're going to go to the gulag if you don't behave. And stuff. But I am an American. I was born here, and I expressed that last night with Ted, and they agree with it. You remember where you came from, the path, but you got to remember the present day. The present day. I am an American. I'm proud to be an American. I'm honored that I've served. I say that almost every day. But then again, my mantra: live life and have fun. Okay, but and in doing so, I'm trying to be kind to others, and that's a big word, kindness. If you're always talking about things being negative, just like, and there's a lot of people out there, and I used to be one of them. I'm still am one, I guess, to a certain degree on certain aspects, but I try not to. If it doesn't, I guess I'm at that point in my life, and I expressed this last night. If it doesn't directly impact me, why am I wasting the time? Because unless you have a solution, if you're going to say something's wrong, what's the solution? That is at the forefront. I can complain about a lot of things. Believe me, I can. I could say this, that, and the kitchen sink and stuff. But what is the solution? Sometimes the solution is just trying to be kind and on an even keel and not being too critical. And that was my problem way back when I was younger. I was too critical. Once you get past that, it's like, wow. And you look yourself in the mirror. Because I never used to do that, look myself in the mirror to see what kind of person I am. I generally feel that I am a good person. I may have disagreements with people, but don't paint me into a corner on what you see on other people, what other people do, is what I'm saying. It's so it's very healthy to have those type of discussions, and I cherish. And we're getting ready to leave. It is on the broadcast. Tony D bugged out when we were back in the green room, and then we talked about some other things. And I love talking to Brian because he's not that young, but he's younger than I am, so it gives me a different perspective. As far as on things, and along with Ted's perspective. And they're in different parts of the country. I'm in rural New York, where I wouldn't be here if you weren't. You said that before, Tina. Thank you, Tina, our Jersey girl, coming in this morning from New Jersey, and for those folks that are watching on the replay on Rumble and YouTube, we have the chat up, and Tina's always here, and I appreciate that compliment, Tina. Thank you very much. Because I think back, like I said, I'm joking about it now, but I'm serious. If you would have known me before I married the missus and stuff, you'd probably say, you're a freaking little shit there, Rich. Serious. You know, I'm looking myself in the mirror because, like, you know, this, but I overall through my life, I try to be kind and like that. Because, you know, but I can't change that. But I can look back over my shoulder and see the person I used to be and try and improve upon that. And part of that improvement is not complaining about every little thing that I don't have control over. And just because you have an opinion, sometimes it's not necessarily prudent, to use George W. Bush's. It's not prudent to say that all the time and stuff. So I just wanted to express my thanks to Ted Hicks, Tony D, and Brian last night. I really cherish and that's part of this live streaming thing that just blows me away. We had some fun with the live streaming, but we'll get to that. But let's go ahead and kick off with the weather here. Currently here in the southern tier of upstate New York, it's a bombing 59 degrees. Oh my God, it's nice. We could open the windows. We had the windows opened yesterday, and it was up in the 60s. The cats were loving the windows open. They could get the smells and all that. Jack was bopping from one window to the other as far as that goes. But currently it's 59 degrees Fahrenheit, which equates to 15 degrees Celsius. So we're on the warm scale on the Celsius, and let's see, get my world times and temperatures up here. But we are going to have some rain this morning, up until about 10, it looks like on the graph. Rain this morning. Remember, remaining clouds, again, high 50. Oh, we're already at the high 59? You know what? It just dropped a degree. It's at 58 now. Oh, jeez. We're at 58 to 60, so we'll see what plays out. But they're saying our high is going to be 59. Winds out of the northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Chance of rain 60%. I don't really see any real precipitation through the window there, but it's still dark out there. The sun will be rising this morning at 0718, which is in about an hour and 5 minutes. At an hour and 5 minutes, the sun will be rising outside there at 7:18 a.m. and be setting at 7:13 p.m., which is nice. You know, that's one of the benefits of having that hour jump ahead, that we turn the clocks ahead, as far as it puts it over that 7 o'clock time frame. And it'll be neat when it gets to the 8 o'clock. That means we're really into summer when it gets up to that time frame. Our world times and temperatures as I speak: in Honolulu, Hawaii, where it's 12:13 a.m., cloudy skies, 70 degrees Fahrenheit. In Phoenix, Arizona, the clouds are a little bit darker clouds in Phoenix, Arizona at 3:13 a.m., 54 degrees Fahrenheit. In the windy city of Chicago, Illinois, 5:13 a.m. currently there. Cloudy with a little clearing, 39 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's a little colder out there, cooler. Where in New York City, we're actually warmer than New York City here. New York City, the jungle at 6:14 a.m. is currently 6:14 a.m. here in the southern tier of upstate New York. 57 degrees Fahrenheit there in New York City. Across the pond in the Atlantic, across the Atlantic Ocean. You okay, Jack? Huh? I already took you to the bathroom once. I don't need to take you again. Jack is down here. Did you get a drink of water? Let's see. Is Bug? Oh, Bug is over there. Oh, okay. That's why you. Huh?
He just had milkies.
Oh, he just had milk. Oh, okay. The missus just gave him. See, she sneaks him a little bit of milk. The other cats don't get the milk. He's been with us the longest. So, let's say across the Atlantic Ocean. Let's see. He's thinking about laying down. Almost want to open a window for him. Across the ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, at Cork, Ireland, at 10:15 a.m., we have cloudy skies, 48 degrees Fahrenheit. In Milan, Italy, at 11:15 a.m., cloudy skies, 57 degrees Fahrenheit. In Kuala Lumpur, at 6:15 p.m., it's clear and sunny at 91 degrees Fahrenheit. In Tokyo, Japan, at 7:15 p.m. in their evening, clear skies, 55 degrees Fahrenheit. And down on the great continent of Australia, one of the places I'd like to visit on my bucket list if I ever decide to get on an airplane again. In Australia at 9:15 p.m., Melbourne, Australia, clear skies, 70 degrees Fahrenheit, and sliding a little over to the east and to Sydney, Australia at 9:15. It's cloudy with some clearing, 70 degrees Fahrenheit, and those are our world times and temperatures as we speak. What are you doing? Oh, he's pawing at the rug there, Jackie Poo. Let's see. We do have a thought for the day, and I like this one. And you've probably heard this one before. It's from the. I don't watch this sport that often, but he's 63 years old. Okay, just turned 63 here in January. Our quote for our thought for the day is from Wayne Douglas Gretzky. He is a Canadian former professional ice hockey player. I don't watch ice hockey, but he is the greatest of hockey. He was one of the first in my lifetime. He is the greatest. Nobody came close to him in hockey as far as that goes. Former head coach. He reached 20 seasons in the National Hockey League with 4 teams from 1979 to 1999, and he was the man on the ice. And his quote, and in hockey they got the hockey stick and they hit the puck, and his quote and our thought for the day goes as follows: you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Wayne Gretzky. So if you don't hit the puck and take the shot and you just let it go, you missed it, even if you didn't take. So you need to take action to do things in this blue marble. Yeah, that is a good one, Tina. Yeah, it is. And I've heard that one a lot too, but it's always a good one that pops. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So you got to at least try, because you don't know until you take the shot. As far as that goes, if what you're planning on doing and stuff, you can mill around and I don't know what I'm going to do. I think I could do that. People say, well, I know I could. I know it because I know I could do it. Well, you didn't take the shot, so how can you show that you did it? In this realm, the live streaming realm, I know Tony D has told a lot of people, and I'll back him up on that. That hey, you want to broadcast, fire up Restream. It's so easy. We look back on a previous platform that we used to be on, and there's hundreds of people on there during the day. Now people don't want to, they like that one button app type thing. It's like, well, if you stop complaining then about there's no place to broadcast is, because there's plenty of places to broadcast. Believe me, I was doing that yesterday. We have a whole toolbox full of places to broadcast for. So you got to take that shot, and that's what I did years back, starting with audio and then eventually taking the shot of doing the live stream here, and I've enjoyed it ever since. And I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't fun, as far as that goes. And I try to be kind in my commentary, as far as that goes, because it's a lot better, as far as it makes you feel a lot better when you're with positive people. So first thing in the morning, you don't want to hear me rag on this and rag on that, which, since I've retired, I'm officially retired for those folks watching on the replay on Twitch, Rumble, and YouTube. I'm more relaxed than I ever have been in my life, and and that's actually cleared my head of a lot of misconceptions I've had about things and stuff like that. When you have time to think, and I do have time to think, and I keep busy, and I take the shot as far as doing things and stuff like that. Sometimes it's a miss, But you still should take the shot as far as that goes. Okay, Jackie's sitting back there. So there's our thought for the day from Wayne Gretzky. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Thank you, Wayne Gretzky. Let's see, our National Day today. There's not too many of them. There's not too many of them, and one of them relates to what the theme I've been talking about as far as be kind, don't be on a negative individual. We got National Kansas Day. As much as I like Kansas because we were stationed out there for 4 years, Kansas is a great state. We're stationed there at McConnell Air Force Base right there outside Wichita. We lived 5 miles south of the base there in Derby, Kansas. It was a nice community, but we're not mentioning we don't celebrate national state days and stuff. This other one is National Pear Helen Day, where I guess you have a pear that's peeled and you put chocolate over it. I don't know. That's a little high end for me. That's we have Everything You Think Is Wrong Day. Now, not even give that one the time of day because it's you start thinking about what's wrong. Believe me, you got to take care of things that are wrong. You try to. You got to fix things, and the missus will tell me. She's got a whole list of me things to fix or something like that. But what's wrong as far as when you start complaining about this and that, and believe me, why do these people do this? They shouldn't be doing that. It doesn't apply in today's society. Well, for those individuals, maybe it does. Okay. That it's just the way they were brought up and the environments they were in and stuff like that. So there's nothing wrong with that. And lots of laughs. True. Yeah, okay. I got Tina on a roll here agreeing with me, so I must be on the right track. We're going to go with this one because this should be recognized. National Shoe the World Day, because there's people around this world. There's people in this country of the United States, they think they have it bad about this or that. That's one of the things I guess I cherish a lot also, is that I had an opportunity, the 20 years I was in the United States Air Force, to travel around this world. I had that opportunity. And I'm not saying as a tourist. I actually lived in certain countries, I've lived in certain countries, but I've been to certain countries where there's shitholes, cut and dry. One of them is the Philippines. Korea can be one of them. South Korea is up there, but it's a little bit the Pacific Rim countries are a little bit strange, okay? But if you were to go to the Philippines and see, it's a beautiful country, beautiful beaches and stuff like that, and the people are very friendly and stuff, but compared to what we have, you say, wow, because I spent a year in the Philippines and a year in the Korea, so and able to visit some other places and stuff like that. So you got night and day. So if you go to the Philippines, it's like yeah, it's nice and things are a lot of cheap and stuff like that. And but then you go to like Australia. You go to the cities. I've seen pictures. We've had people here on the broadcast. We've actually gone to their cities. To see what it looks like, and it looks just like here in the States or up there in Canada and stuff. But you probably go 200 miles, 300 miles away, and you're in the back bush area, and it's like, and there's people that live out there. Let's see, all of my nurses are from the Philippines. They train and come here. Yes, they do, and that's true, and I've known a few as far as that goes, coming here to the States as well, Tina. So and they're coming here for the more opportunity that this country has, and we can never forget that. That's what makes this country so great. And the one thing we don't need, and I expressed this to Ted, Tony, and Brian last night, we don't need the crap that's coming over the south border. I said, bring those people and stuff like that. But when we start getting the bad stuff coming off, the fentanyl and all that, we don't need that stuff. And the people that are down there working the border and stuff, they're short-handed in a sense, but they're collecting quite a bit of contraband on the drug side, and stuff like that. But then again, living here in North America, and you figure, okay, the border down there south, you're going to get a lot of people from Central and South America. We've got we got people from China, we got people from Syria and all these other countries. Like, there's something wrong with that picture. So, the southern border, I can really go off and complain about it, but the correction is we need to secure it. But that's a political football, and it goes back and forth on both sides. Both sides need to come together for the good of the country and stuff. And that the other subject we came up on that was, a good example is that we've been hearing in the news here about TikTok, maybe possibly being banned if China doesn't sell. It's not selling. It's selling the company, but there's an aspect of the company that still does not reside here in the United States. It resides over in China. China is cut and dry. China is an adversary of the United States, and people say, well, we got our livelihood from TikTok. We've got freedom of speech. Yeah, okay, I agree with that. But when you have both sides of Congress on the same board, there's something wrong with. I mean, I can't express it enough, because I guess it's just going back to where the path I've traveled as the United States Air Force Fire Protection Specialist, being in the military, security issues. The jobs I've had since I've been out of the service, there was security ramifications on the environment I was in, and and I think it was Senator Rubio. Was it Senator Rubio or one of or congressmen? I heard they said when it was a congressman, former congressman, I can't remember his name. He mentioned, when you have security of this country being compromised, when you hear a congressman, not just on one side to make political hay, but you got several on both sides, that's a concern, because these congressmen, they get briefings that we don't know about. I have a general idea. There's secured briefings that they've used the word on the thing that I've seen of lately. They call it SCIFs. SCIFs is a secured area that you go in there, you listen, but you can't say what transpired. It's classified and all that. That's we see that in the movies and stuff, but they have these actual fortified, secured rooms. And as far as that goes, and you're not even allowed to bring your telephone in. There's no landlines and stuff like that, and they're scrubbed. And what I mean by scrubbed, I mean every inch for any type of listening device and stuff like that. And it's a secured place where information can be passed to the members of Congress to make decisions. So they passed a bill in the House of Representatives, so they made the decision. And they made that decision based on factual information that they received, because it involves both Republicans and Democrats. I'm just saying the obvious. This is a thing you just hear Congress. Oh, damn those Republicans. They want to take away my TikTok. No, it's the Democrats to boot also. When they say bipartisan, that means there's both sides that are in agreement. But what's the solution? The solution is China sell TikTok to an American outfit, and there's several of them out there. I guess this is one guy from Shark Tank that wants to buy it with a bunch of other people. But there's something called there's a certain algorithm that's in TikTok that's residing over in China. China does not want to give that up. They won't give it up. So when they sell TikTok, they're going to have to develop a new algorithm. It's just like when they sold Twitter, which is now X, to Elon. It was a little muck up and stuff like that. Will it be the same and stuff like that? Probably not. But I don't know for a fact. You got to remember, China is the United States' adversary. Not the enemy, not a friend, but an adversary. So they could go either way. I think with the recent reintroduction of the pandas at the Washington Zoo, the San Diego Zoo, the Atlanta Zoo, and the Nashville, Tennessee Zoo, I talked about this on the podcast, on the Fireman Rich audio podcast. That's panda diplomacy. China wants it's a little subtle indication, and we still want to be on the friendly side of being your adversary. We're not quite there as bosom buddies and stuff like that. So, but we still have to be aware of what they're doing. the Chinese government, not the Chinese people, the Chinese government. Just like we try to be aware of our government, we don't naturally trust our own government in some cases, but in this case, there's something going on. Again, so that's going to be interesting. But I guess getting back to our National Day, I got off on a tangent. When you go overseas, you see these people, they don't have a pot to piss in. So today I'm going to say it's National Shoe the World Day because, and that's being kind to our fellow human beings around this world as far as that goes. So let's see what this one says. Founded in 2014 by the National Day. Let's see. Okay, each year, National Shoe the World Day on March 15th shines a light on the value of good footwear for millions of people around the world. Hashtag National Shoe the World Day. Of course, all the shoes nowadays are made overseas from the United States, but we get a lot of those. Each day, over 500 million children, teens, adults do not have a pair of shoes to wear. Well, in this country, we have people that don't even have a pair of socks, but there's a sock company. So what's the solution? There's a sock company that decided for every, I can't remember the name, for every pair of shoes you buy, we'll donate a pair to the homeless. We have homeless, so this goes towards the homeless in this country. We have every winter we have a winter coat drive, and Tina's saying yes, she knows what I'm talking about. And you donate those winter coats instead of throwing them out. Donate them to where they get repurposed. Same thing with shoes. So despite the around the world, there's, like I said, there's people that human beings that don't have a pot to. So this is a little bit that we can give around the world. Despite the terrain and climate, they walk barefooted everywhere. Their daily struggles is only one that cannot begin to imagine. You can't imagine it. It's just like, unless you actually have seen it. And to a certain degree, I have seen it from my travels when I was in the United States Air Force for 13 years. I had an opportunity. I wasn't going over there as a tourist. Oh, look at this. The people are nice. You get out in the countries and see the backwoods of particular countries, and there's these people you look at, they think they're living large. This doesn't even rate up to our, the level of our homelessness here. We have a homeless problem, of course. We need to take care of that. There's a solution. And this is where Congress on both sides need to get it together. They need to cut back all this foreign aid and take care of this country first. And that's why I guess, and I would say that to our current president, because in his State of the Union, I didn't watch it, but I've seen it, heard the commentary the next day afterwards on various news entities, I guess you could say, on both sides, where the first thing comes out of his mouth, he's talking about the Ukraine border, as far as how that should be secured. And it's like, well, I think we need to do something here in this country, Mr. President. That's a priority. I've stated I support what's going on in Ukraine, but there's at this point, and this is my opinion again, just to throw it out, there's too much money going over. There's no accountability. Congress just throwing it out like they're at a parade and they're just throwing out the candy. We need to take a step back and reevaluate that. Yes, there's a lot of homeless people here, and even here in upstate New York and rural New York, where you'd figure, oh, everything's hunky-dory. Yeah, for the most part it is, but we still have the homeless people. They're congregated over here, over there, and nothing like San Francisco. Oh my God, or New York City. Holy crap, it's right in your face. Ted Hicks was telling me when he rides the train in from Long Island to work in downtown Manhattan, he sees it on the subway. As far as that goes, we got an ad break, and we're in an ad break right now. Okay, I didn't realize that. So getting back here, living daily without protection on your feet can lead to a lifetime of problems, including pain, injury, cuts, sores, infections. Schools and businesses ban students and customers without shoes, you can't go into a store. So the attached stigmatism to people who do not have proper footwear to life without footwear also affects their health, education, financial well-being. A simple pair of shoes can make a big difference in somebody's life. One issue leading to another creates a never-ending cycle. So how can we observe this national? Start a shoe drive, which I haven't really heard of any, but that's a good idea. Volunteer. There are 9 distribution centers in the United States that collect all these items. You can be a volunteer. You can create a fundraiser. You can donate. You got various organizations online that you can donate to. So use the hashtag National Shoe the World Day posted on social media for today. So, but it was Donald Zesmundi and the United Indigenous People in Fontana, California, inspired the National Shoe Day back in March of 2014. The register at National Day observance. Since it started, they've observed it since then. So that's just to bring we always think something's hunky dory, but there's countless reminders that things aren't right, but we can make it right by a simple act of giving and stuff like that. And in some cases, we're given too much, and we need to reallocate that to a different direction and stuff. And that's a solution. But Congress is in charge of the funding and stuff like that. They need to direct it. I don't know. Sometimes their spending is like it's like they think they've got an endless wallet, and they don't. If I have to balance my budget, my home budget and stuff, they should too. So thanks so high, no one can live. Oh, I think you're a little fat fingered there, Tina. I think I understand what you're talking about. Oh my God, that's the problem. You could just retype it. That's all right. I'm trying to decipher. I think so high, no one can live. Oh, rents. Okay, thanks. Rents so high, no one can live. Yeah, that's the other thing. Yeah, the rent. People are homeless because they can't afford to pay the rent and stuff like that. So there is assistance and stuff like that. But and that's what burns a lot of people's. They get upset about is people coming in from the southern border. They're getting all this stuff as like, wait a minute, we should be taking care of the people that have already been here for. So the solution, they have to come up with a solution as far as that goes, because it's getting a little ridiculous. People that are crossing, we're seeing reports that people from China are crossing there because they can get in. You just walk into this country. Now, can I just walk into China? No. Can I walk into we got Iranians, we got Syrians, we got that's people from the Middle East, we got people from Africa. I guarantee I can't just walk into those countries over there. I don't know where the sentence came from. Okay, no problem, Tina. Hey, Tony D is here. Salute to you, sir. Hashtag positive start to the day. And good morning to the missus. Tony says good morning. I don't know if she heard me. It's like she's saying good morning. Tony, I hope you had a good sleep. We were up late last night. I think we stayed on for like a good hour and a half after you left last night, and at least an hour and stuff, because we had a good conversation going about things and stuff like that. Tina, and let's see, down there in Warner Robins, Georgia, Tony is saying that it's 56 degrees Fahrenheit, 81 degrees for the high. Low is 55, partly cloudy down there in Warner Robins, Georgia. Now, like I said yesterday, I did the audio podcast. We're talking about the migration birds, and the one that came out in the story is those storks that are over there that make their nests in the smokestacks. And it was a good story because it talks about how the older the bird gets, the wiser they get, because they instead of just wandering around when they're migrating south, they take a more direct line, because they when they get older, they don't want to use the they're getting older, so they want to take, it takes less time, so they don't want to, they're learning that, so they learn that over the years. So but migrant birds learn from experience to shorten their epic journeys as they get older, so they become so it was a good story yesterday. And then I sort of cut it short. I mean, I cruised through. I think this is the first audio podcast I've done in quite some time that was under 30 minutes. Because after that, there's an event yesterday. There was an event yesterday, and let me bring up my Twitter feed because I can explain it a little bit better on the Twitter feed. And I do have a replay of this broadcast over, or here on Twitter, or here on Twitch, and also over on Rumble. I'm not going to repurpose it over on YouTube because I was actually using YouTube to view this event yesterday. Now let's see if I can bring it up. Where is it? Okay, there it is. There. Okay, let me. And you all are probably aware of this, of what happened yesterday. Oh, Michael Bathurst is on. I've seen him on he's on X Live, so that must mean he's on. Is he on Twitter or Twitch? He's on early. Holy crap, he is. Michael's on. Okay, Michael Bathurst. Good morning, Michael. Yeah, he's on. He's usually on at 8 o'clock and stuff as far as that goes. So this is, that's interesting. Huh. Okay. But yesterday, after the audio podcast, I did another broadcast. It was like 10 minutes before the time. Well, there was a window of opportunity yesterday, in a manner of speaking, to send something in outer space, and that right there just gives it away. It's SpaceX launched, had their third test of the Starship. And let me push this to the broadcast. This is my Twitter feed right here. And yeah, right off to the side here, you can see Michael Bathurst. He's got 13 people on X Live. But here's the picture there of, this is Elon Musk. It says at 5,000 tons, Starship is the largest flying object ever made. This is historic. And yesterday was Pi Day. So let me see if I can bring this up. Let's see, how does that look? Does that look okay? Yeah, okay. So let's this is it taking off yesterday. This is at 6 seconds, okay? And these are all the engines you can see off to the right, and watch this puppy move. Let's see, is it gonna fly? I think it's okay, I'm not sure why that's not taken. Let's see, maybe it's because let's go ahead and refresh my my thing here. That is one monstrous Starship going up, launching with all its engines. That is a beautiful view. This is the third launch in less than 6 months. Starship heading up into space. So that was the launch. And then we had some pictures here of it. That's it launching there on the Let's see, how does that look? Is that coming in all right? Let's see. Yeah, there's a picture that this is a tweet that Elon reposted, and there's some great shots. There it is, taking off from, and there's from South Texas, and Tina, you said you watched some. Yeah, it just I was online the whole time yesterday with this, and it just was fantastic as far as to watch. That's when it was staging, the Starship itself disconnecting from the first stage, and there it is in outer space. And look at that view, and you can see all the tiles for the re-entry. And let me bring this back down here. How do I do this? Oh, I got to get there. And then we had this one here. Yeah, if you were on the SpaceX when they finally started airing it, they had the elevator music. So that's its firing its engines up in outer space. I love the elevator music. Okay, enough of that. I'm gonna fall asleep. But there's the broadcast from Rumble. I posted it up afterwards, and that's me sitting there watching it yesterday for the whole. It was over 2 hours. Oddly enough, the final demise of the Starship that launched yesterday, the first stage, they had to something. They could not land it the way they wanted it to. Something went wrong, and then the Starship, it launched from southern Texas. It went across the Atlantic, across southern Africa, and they ended up. It wasn't in a fully orbit. There's a lot of math behind this, but they did not place it in a full orbit. The objective was just to get it into outer space for a suborbital flight. And it landed in the the southeast area of the Indian Ocean. Like the Indian Ocean's right here, and then Australia's off here. So it was right in that area of the Indian Ocean that it crashed. It came into re-entry, but it broke up. But they got a lot of stuff. It's each time, and the big thing is, in less than a year, they've launched 3 of these. The first one blew up on the pad. The second one made it up into the air, but they had something went wrong. It didn't really exactly make it into space, but they ended up having to hit the destruct button. This one actually was flying. So each time it gets better, and that's what happened when they were building the Dragon rockets, not the Dragon, the Falcon 9 rockets that launched the Dragon capsules up to the space station, as far as that goes. And this right here, just as a reminder, this I guess Monday was Sparky, the fire dog's birthday. And Sparky's always saying, "Don't give fire a place to start." That's an old picture there. So Sparky the dog turned 73 this past Monday, March 18th. But do you know how Sparky came to be? Learn the backstory at NFPA. That's the official Twitter or X profile of the National Fire Protection Association, the NFPA. That's where the fire codes come from, is from the NFA. And Sparky is the beloved mascot of the fire service. So happy birthday, Sparky. And Michael is over there on X. Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit of a break, refresh my coffee, and let's see. Tina says beautiful. Yeah, those pictures yesterday of that flight were gorgeous. There's replays of it, and Scott Manley, who's on YouTube, he had a YouTube yesterday afternoon I watched, and it gives a whole breakdown of that. It's like 19 minutes. I thought about presenting it here, but just look up Scott Manley on YouTube and check out his video of it. Hey, Glick, dang, old Sparky is catching up with you. And I think Sparky's a little older. I'm 65, pushing 66. He's 71, 72. So good morning, Glick. Glick from Nonsensical Nonsense is here this morning. Thank you for being here. Nonsensical Nonsense is a broadcast that's here on Twitch, and they do a audio podcast there. Involves Glick, Tony D. Well, Tony D's not on there as much, but the two main characters are Glick, who's out there in Columbus, Ohio, and Jeff, he's somewhere, and they're on Spotify. So glad to have you here. Good morning, Glick, and thank you for being here. Greatly. I catch you on the replay, and I listen to you. I make the Satoshis when I listen to your broadcast. You bring in the Satoshis, buddy. Especially, there's certain days when I use Fountain app when I'm listening. Sometimes I don't get nothing. And I wait until I get some money, because you really pack in, instead of making 2 or 3 cents, like if I'm listening to Ted Hicks's Late Night Parenting, you bring in at least 6 cents sometimes. Of pennies, the Satoshis on the Bitcoin. So glad to have you here, Glick. And just to let the folks know, Glick is on throughout the week. He's on a whole bunch of times. And let's see, where's his card? Where'd I put his card? I just had it here. What the hell? It's like I'm going through my baseball cards. I got the times here. Glick is on Monday, Wednesdays, and Saturdays with Jeff at 1900, either 6 or 7 p.m. in the on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Well, Monday you have a newer show. It's about mental health and stuff like that. Men's mental health, which is good. You get a bunch of us guys getting together talking about our issues and stuff, which is good. You always have to talk about things, because it helps the soul and stuff like that. So, but like I said, I'm going to go ahead and take a break here, folks, and refresh my coffee, and I'll be back in a few, and then we'll get into the history, because I have one of Tina's favorite segments of the broadcast, and that's 100 years ago as of Wednesday. So that's coming up. I just got a little long-winded talking about things on the... I can talk, I guess. I just... and also presenting the Starship there. That was pretty exciting stuff. I felt like a kid watching that for the 2 hours and stuff. Thank you, Tina. Lots of laugh. I'll be right back, folks. Hang in there. are back. We are back. And refresh the coffee. Oh, that's the... We'll be back. We'll be back. We are back. We are back. Let's see. And let's go into our history for today. On this day, let's see. 52 years ago today, The Godfather premiered in the United States. What a series that was, huh? It came on like a barnstormer, winning all those Academy Awards and stuff like that. Based on the novel of the same name by American author Mario Puzo, Paramount acquired the rights for for $80,000 and set the budget for $2.5 million, which probably was a lot back then. It was the highest grossing film ever made at the time in quite a while, earning between 246 to 287 million, which is peanuts by today's standards when you look at how much films are made. But that's back in 1972 on this day, so that was a good series. Let's see. Back on this day in 1964, actors Elizabeth Taylor and Richard Burton were married. It was Elizabeth Taylor's fifth husband, but her true love, as they say, as far as that goes. What's this? In 1985, the first domain name was registered, symbolics.com, to a computer system company in Cambridge, Massachusetts, at a time when very few websites were set up, with fewer than 15,000 .com domains back in 1985. Look how far we've come since then. Jeez. With fewer than 15,000 .com domains in the next 7 years, even bothered to register. That's something. Mikhail Gorbachev, after the Soviet Union imploded, and as far as that goes, was elected the first executive president of the Soviet Union back in 1990. Oh, okay. Oh, he was. Oh, okay. The Soviet Union didn't implode until 1991, so he was elected the first executive president. So what were they called before? He was something before that. I guess they were changing their structure there. That's. And on this day, back in 2002, Yoko Ono unveiled a 7-foot bronze statue of John Lennon overlooking the check-in hall of Liverpool's John Lennon Airport, a rebranding that also featured a sketch of Lennon's face with the words, "Above us, only skies." And continuing on, do we have a... Oh, I don't even have the AP. What? I forgot to bring up the AP. Just hang in there for a minute. I'm going to bring this up. I thought I had the AP history of the day. History for today. Let's see. On this day back in 44 BC, Caesar from Rome was assassinated. Julius Caesar, Roman dictator, assassinated by a group of nobles. That's the senates that included Brutus and Caucius, and that's interesting. And let's see. 1493, the supposed, now we know otherwise, discoverer of America, Italian explorer Christopher Columbus, arrived back in the Spanish harbor of Palos de la Fornatura 2 months after concluding his first voyage to the Western Hemisphere. On this day in 1820, Maine became the 23rd state, as far as that goes. And in 1919, on this day, members of the American Expedition Force from World War I convened in Paris for a 3-day meeting to and founded the American Legion. So that's after. That's during World War II. No, that's probably right after it. 1944, during World War II, Allied bombers again raided Germany. German-held Monte Cassino, which is in Italy, and I mentioned in either Wednesday or Monday's broadcast. This past Sunday, I met two brothers that were going to see their older brother, who's not doing well, up there in the hospital in Rochester. And their father, he was probably on one of those bombing raids into Cassino, Italy, Monte Cassino, along the Italian peninsula on a B-25, and which was dangerous stuff. He was awarded the Air Medal, the Army Air Medal, which is one step down from the Congressional Medal for his action. And oh, that's okay, Tina. I'm back too. And we're going to probably have another commercial roll here in a couple minutes. So let's get to the. We already talked about Godfather and stuff like. Let's go to 100 years ago. That's one of our favorites, I think, as far as I've been told. Right? Hint, hint, hint. Let me go ahead and set this up here. Let's see if we can get this in before the commercial break. And share it. Gonna go ahead and push it. Push, push, push. There we go. And let's go ahead and start it.
And welcome back. Tonight we continue our segment on sharing some of Broome County's past. Delivering that news for us now is Broome County historian Roger Luther, and it's brought to you by Broome County Recycles.
100 years ago today, plans for the new East Junior High School are nearly complete. Diner on Court Street was broken into last night. Thieves got away with 8 pies, 5 cans of food, and small quantities of candy and gum. Detectives say it looks like the work of young boys. And finally, 24 chickens were stolen last night from a residence on Oak Hill Avenue in Endicott. Police followed footprints leading from the chicken coop and were able to find the chickens and arrest the thieves. And that was the news 100 years ago.
We have pies being stolen on Pie Day 100 years ago today. Well, this was yesterday, so it was Pie Day. It was 3/14, and that is funny. Hey, Big Juice. Big Juice is in the house. Water your garden. We haven't planted the garden yet. I'm not sure. But the diner in Court Street broken into. Thieves got away with 8 pies. So it happened on Pie Day back 100 years ago. It was probably kids. 5 cans of food and small quantities of candy and gum. So, but they didn't leave a tip. And then the chicken stolen the night before too. It's a big crime spree there with those chickens there, you know, as far as that goes. Steve, Big Juice says, Rich, what were you doing stealing pies and candy? Yeah, 100 years ago? No, 100 years ago, man. This is a great segment. I like this segment. Let's see. Is there anything else on the Fox side? Because I got a couple. We got St. Patrick's Day going this Sunday, and what is it? Binghamton, New York. You know, we always think of St. Patrick's Day being it's a big holiday down there in New York City as far as that goes, but there's other communities that's, you know, across this country, this great country, remembering their Irish heritage. I have a little Irish heritage. Again, I'm an American, but we can still celebrate from whence we came. Let me get this set up here. What the hell? What's going on here? We do the present, and this particular article asks the question: does Binghamton have the most Irish ancestry in New York State? Well, I don't know. New York City, it's a big town down there as far as that goes. Oh, it didn't present. What the hell? Oh, I gotta push the button, Rich. I'm always missing the button. Okay, there we go. So, and let me make that just a tad bigger. There we go. Okay, and let me bring this up here on the Surface 3. So this Sunday is St. Patrick's Day, so there's going to be Binghamton, New York. They already have their parade. They usually have their parade for St. Patrick's Day on the first. It was, I think it was the second, the first weekend, the first Saturday of this month, March. And where is that story? I don't see it. It's on WNBF. Where the heck is it? Oh, that's interesting. The web page on my Surface 3, it's the same. It's WNBF. It's my once a year corned beef. Yeah, corned beef. The same here. Oh, there it is. Okay. I'm not sure if we're going to have corned beef this year. I didn't see the missus. You didn't get corned beef, did you?
Yes.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay. We got corned beef cooking. We got corned beef cooking there.
I don't have a cooking.
What's that? No, I'm just saying
Oh,
for Sunday. Yeah, yeah. We're just talking about because there's an article here. Is Binghamton, New York, does it have the most Irish ancestry? And when did this come out? This came out today. No, this came out yesterday. No, the 13th. That was Wednesday. But Binghamton loves St. Patrick's Day so much. Binghamton, New York, that's in Broome County, which is next county over. Where I'm at, Binghamton is one of the main cities up here in the southern tier, and then Elmira. I'm like right in the middle on either side. What's the county that Elmira's in? That's Chemung, and then you got Broome. You got Elmira and Chemung, and then you got Binghamton and Broome County. But Binghamton loves St. Patrick's Day so much that we hang the Irish flags from our lampposts each year. Host a huge parade featuring what's this? Mummers from Philadelphia, and virtually all restaurants in town serve everything from bangers and mash to corned beef and cabbage. But when it comes to the Irish ancestry, does Binghamton have the most Irish heritage in New York? At St. Patrick's Day celebrations, as St. Patrick's Day celebrations are observed around the United States, one upstate New York town can hold claim to having the most Irish ancestry. Although it is not Binghamton, the number of Irish in Binghamton is still impressive. There's a lot of Irish heritage as far as that goes. Big Juice says, did you guys get any thunderstorms last night? Well, we're going to get some rain today. When I was going over the weather there, Steve coming in from Ohio. So we're going to have a rainy morning this morning as far as that goes. What the hell's this crap? Let's see. Let's put it over here. Okay. But according to Irish Central, the most Irish place in New York is a town the town of Pearl River, which is located in Rockland County. That's actually downstate, Rockland County, where 52% of the residents can claim Irish heritage. Irish Center looked at New York towns with a population of less than 100,000. So this wasn't including New York City, because they've got millions of people down there that live in the city. But populations of less than 100,000 people determined which had the highest concentration of Irish, and all the towns in its top 6 lists are located in around the New York City area. On the other hand, Shannon County ranked the top 100 most populated cities in the Shane, Colorado ranked the top 100 most populated cities in the United States to find out which was the highest percentage of ancestry. And the number one top 100 list went to Albany, where 21% of the population. So Albany, Binghamton has a lot, but Albany has more. Oh, this is Shane County list comprised of large cities. And Binghamton is not a very large city. It's definitely impressive that Irish population in Binghamton is only a few points behind Albany at 18.1% of just over 44,000 people. So Binghamton has a very staunch Irish heritage as far as that goes. It's a nice little city. We go there every once in a while, occasionally, and stuff like that. So let's see, what else do I got? Let's see. I had another article there. Let me see if I can bring this up. And I don't have to, all I have to do is change the, let's see, WNBF. There was another article concerning St. Patrick's Day. Let's see. Of course, they have an article on here. On, that looks like a good plate of corned beef, cabbage, and all that. Let's see, where is it? There was another article here. Where is it? Huh. Let's see if it's in this pre-pick. I thought I saw it here. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Okay. It's the ultimate guide to the best Irish pubs in upstate New York. That's the article I'm looking for. Here, hang on. I found it on the Surface 3. Let me see. Find it here on the... So these two are just because, you know, this weekend is St. Patrick's Day. And so where the heck is that? It should be there. When did this one just drop today? That came out the 13th. So where the heck is it here? Let's try it again. Let's refresh it. I'm trying to look for this. I don't know. My Surface 3 and the main computer aren't in sync here this morning as far as that. Okay, Tina, thanks, Rich. Hal's on. Okay, yeah, today's Friday. Hal's on. Okay, Tina, see you later. We didn't get them. See you soon. Okay, see you soon, Tina. Thank you for being here. Greatly appreciated. Our Jersey girl has left the house. If I could find this. I can't find it. But basically, the ultimate guide to the best Irish pubs. Most of us enjoy gatherings in bars or clubs with our friends and family for a night of enjoying some live music, a cold Guinness, and some wings, pizza, and other delicious pub fare. Maybe a sports bar, maybe a cocktail lounge. They're all good, but maybe an Irish pub. Well, how about an Irish pub, okay? And let's see. But here's a list of the 32. We got the Banshee Bar in Buffalo. There's one. The Coleman's Place in Syracuse. That's 2. You got the Irish Mafia Brewery in East Bloomfield. And Katie O'Brien's Irish Pub up in Schenectady. And the Celtic Harp up in Utica, New York. That's a nice place up there in Utica. And the Kitty Howness in Syracuse. The P2 Irish Pub in Tupper Lake, New York. And so there's quite a few of them here. What's this one? I like this one. I wish I could show the picture. I can't find the article, so I'm not going to look for it. It's just watch, it'll show up after I'm all done here, and such there. That so let's see. And let me check on WNBF. And I don't really see anything on. So Wednesday and today has been sort of a lackluster day on actual news articles, which is good because let's see. I'll just check Fox 40 again. Anything of interest there? No. There's a lot of bad news, you know, people getting arrested and stuff like that, and people suing this point, whatever. But we're gonna
have our proclamation day today.
What's that?
Proclamation for our 200.
Okay, yeah. We have an event that the Miss is going to take over, or take. Hang on. Okay, yeah, but she has a lot of setup time. She's just reminding me I was supposed to help her load up some stuff in the car for her the big event here for the town. It's town and village, right?
Town.
It's just a town. Okay. Because the village already had their 200s, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, the village.
No.
Yeah, the village isn't
no,
the
town was
would the village be older than the town?
No, because it wasn't a village. No.
Oh, was it after the? Oh, okay. I always thought.
First and then, yeah.
I always thought the opposite, and stuff like that.
No.
And stuff like
Village
that.
is separate, yeah.
So she has a big event. You gonna need me there as far as?
No, I just need you to help me.
Help. Okay. Yeah.
Load up the water.
Yeah. It's a
Somebody
big.
have-
It's a big
somebody
event.
be there
It's
to help
something that's it's a year-long endeavor, almost a year-long endeavor here as far as that goes.
Yep.
It culminates in on Labor Day.
Yeah.
Labor Day, as far as that goes, the 200th anniversary of the town here in.
The 200th anniversary is this month.
Oh, this month. It's this month, the 200th anniversary, as far as that goes. So.
Our work is done the day after Labor Day.
Yes. But the missus is an integral part of the committee, and also involved. And I said this to her. It almost feels like she's at work again in some cases.
Then some.
And then some, yeah. But it's for the good of the community and stuff like that. And I think she enjoys it as far as getting out and stuff like that. I think I got hoodwinked on the festivities on Labor Day, right?
Well, I'm not sure yet.
Oh, she's not sure yet, so I may be
Might
off
be
the hook.
right.
That's pending, so that's down the road a little bit. Let's see. I can't find any. Oh, you know what? We didn't go over the NBA scores. The NBA scores. Let's see. Let's see. Starting Wednesday night, because I had the. Let's see. Wednesday night. Who do we have? The Nets. They lost to the Magic. Okay, that's something new. And then going into last night, the Celtics beat the Suns. That's good. They're on their winning ways still. And the Knicks, they beat the Trailblazers last night. And let's see, tonight we're going to have no New York teams or the Boston Celtics. Tomorrow on Saturday, the Nets play against the Pacers. And the Knicks play the Kings. And the Celtics play on Sunday against the Wizards. Of course, Sunday is the selection. I think it's 6 p.m. We're going to have March Madness is starting, to where they got their selections. March Madness starts on the 19th. And let's see, that's the selections of the teams. When is the first March Madness? (2024) game. And the first game will be the 21st, which is Thursday. I think there's a couple games before that. The 2024 NCAA tournament begins Tuesday, March 19th, in Dayton, Ohio, with the first four. Okay, so Tuesday the 19th. Okay, so that's yeah. Okay, so they have the selections on the 17th, and then Tuesday starts the first four. I guess there's 4 teams. Two of the winners, the 2 winners, go to the bracket of beginning. The final 4 begin, and it goes. The first round of games start Thursday the 21st, and then the final 4 begins April 6th in Glendale, Arizona. The national championship game takes place Monday, April 8th, inside the State Farm Stadium there in Arizona. So the NCAA, I'll be talking about that as far as the University of Houston. They're number. I think they're number 1. Let's see, top 20, top. Let's see, top 20 NCAA basketball. The top 20 in men's college, according to ESPN. Just to check that. Yeah, Houston is number 1. The top 10, you got Houston, UConn. They're projecting UConn winning, but I've watched Houston play a couple times here recently, and Houston is a good team. And then number 3 is Purdue. They're always good. North Carolina, Tennessee, Arizona. Number 7 is Iowa. Number 8 is Creighton. Kentucky comes in at number 9. Marquette comes in number 10. Duke comes in at number 11. Auburn, I like Auburn football, comes in 12. Illinois comes in number 13. Kansas comes in number 16. I'm surprised they're that high because they're like a train wreck right now. So, but Houston, I mean, they're playing out of count. I watched Houston, the University of Houston play, and they're like monstrous. It's almost like watching an NBA team play. So there's our college football or college basketball for March Madness, because I'm pretty stoked about that. That's going to be exciting to see. I'll fill out a bracket. It'll be broken after the first round as far as that goes. So so Kansas is my team, though. I like, but Kansas, I don't think they can get it done this year. They're very weak. They've had a lot of injuries and such. So we'll see. So we're at an hour and 32 minutes. So I'm going to be cutting it short here because I did a lot of broadcasting yesterday, folks. And there's really nothing really on the docket here as far as on the various local news programs and stuff like that. So I'm just curious. Let's see. Hal Moss is broadcasting, and our good friend Michael Bathurst. He's over there on X Live. Michael George Bathurst. Go ahead and check him out. As far as that goes, he's probably playing his music. And I'm going to go ahead and key the outro music and get our day started here and see what the day brings. As we made it to the weekend, folks. We made it to the weekend once again. For those folks that got to work, you just got to get through the work day, and you'll be you can play for the weekend. So I'll be doing various things here. I'll probably be doing some more live streaming on the gaming front over there. I'm enjoying Rumble. Sorry about that. I'm reaching for my cards here. I'm over on Rumble. Check me out. Fireman Rich on Rumble. There it is. And the folks that are here watching this on YouTube and or Twitch, you're wondering what there's my YouTube channel as far as that goes. So just to give them the cheesy plug as far as that goes. I'm having fun on Rumble. Rumble's a very interesting broadcasting platform. But I love Twitch. Twitch is my mainstay, folks. And but we're going to get our day started here. I want to say thank you to Tina, our Jersey girl, for being in the chat. Thank you, Tony D. Salute to you, sir. Have a great day. Thank you, Nonsensical Nonsense. Click, thank you for popping in there. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Big Juice, Steve from Ohio. Thank you. water that garden here, folks. And let's see. I thought we had somebody else. No, that's it. That's what we had. So thank you for all those people in the chat. Thank you for watching the broadcast here on Twitch, as well as thank you for watching the replay on Twitch, Rumble, and YouTube. So this is Rich Roberts, Fireman Rich. Follow me over on X at Fireman Rich, and I'm at Fireman Rich and all those other places there too. Just check out the bio. It has the hot links there as far as that goes. But you all have a great Friday. Thank God it's Friday. Enjoy the day. Live life. Have fun. Ciao for now. As always, peace. Take care, folks. Have a great day.